Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz? And here's your quizmaster, Dickie Ticker.
Happy New Year to you. We are the Lancashire Hotpots, and this is the Lancashire Hotpots virtual pub quiz. Welcome to the 2021 edition. Are you going to join and play with us tonight in a quizzical sense? Of course you are. To do that, you're going to need four things. You're going to need a pen, paper, you're going to need a drink and some nibbles. If you are playing along with the band tonight, why not stick your name in the box below? If there's a couple of you playing, why not stick your team name in there? And maybe if you do a bit of atting and include the name of a friend, you can get them, tag them in now and get them to try and play along with us. Listen, that's a load of things to do. While you do that, I'm going to speak to some members of the band. First up, it's Bernard. Bernard, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Happy new 2021 quizzing. My name's Bernard and I'm from Lancashire.
Yay! Yes, it is lovely to see your beautiful smiling face for the first time in 2021. You look all right.
It's great to be back, isn't it? It's very exciting, isn't it?
It feels as though we've had quite a long period of rest.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're here now. It's quizzing. We're back. And I'd like to, before we get to drinks and nibbles, can I introduce something to the quiz so I don't feel left out? A pair of glasses.
Wisdom.
Are you going to wear those throughout the quiz, or just put them on for certain periods?
I think reading the answers. I only need them for when I'm using Microsoft Excel. But
I'll Google.
I'll give them a go. Let's give them a go.
This looks like a version of the cheap game Hot Pot Guess Who. Has he got glasses?
So you're fully kitted out with your bins. So what are you having for your drink and your nibbles for the first time in 2021?
Well, whilst it's the first one, I thought I'd go crazy. So for nibbles, I've got, it's your Tesco's, it's your own, it's your very own, it's your biltong.
Beefy biltong.
What the hell?
It's basically just bits of skin.
Your dad would have something like that, wouldn't he?
It's lovely, that.
That's a boy meal, that.
It's just skin. That's what it is. It's dried
That
skin.
looks like the type of thing Buffalo Bill would have had in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, they've just skinned something and dried it and bagged it and eaten it. And then for drink, I said I'd go big.
Go on.
Some as big as your head.
Oh, a big bottle left.
Massive. You'd be squiffy after that.
What size of that?
Yeah.
Is that 6%?
6.5, 6.6 up Richter.
Decent.
And I was considering pouring it into a glass, and then I realised I'm from Thatterweath, so straight out of bottle. Ta-ra!
I don't think that's how the Belgians do it, I'll be perfectly honest.
And here come the Belgians!
Right, okay, you can tuck into your very big bottle while I speak to the next person along. It's Bob. Bob, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Happy New Year, everybody. It's Bob Wriggles here, and I'm calling from Lancashire.
Yay! Cheers for joining us tonight, Bob. Love to see you're wearing your glasses as well.
Brand new glasses, yes. It was one of my New Year's resolutions to kind of stop putting it off. I've been sort of having blurred vision for quite some time now, and now these are back on. Everything's got edges. I can see all your wrinkles, and because we're all wearing glasses, we've got to kind of, be resolute in the fact that we're all getting on a bit.
We are, aren't we? Anyway, before we go into your drink and your nibbles section, I sent you a package.
You did? Did you not send the others ones? Is it just me?
Just you, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
This is quite unbelievable. This is quite exciting. Yeah.
You want me to open it now?
If you can open it on camera, that would be terrific.
Okay.
I don't know how well it is actually wrapped.
Did you wrap this? So you've ordered it off the internet?
This isn't Gwyneth Paltrow's head in a box, is it?
Okay. It's
Talk amongst yourselves.
more bubble wrap.
Fraggle.
It says fragile on it, so
Yeah.
I believe it's fragile.
Okay. This is exciting, isn't it?
It is.
It's like another Christmas morning.
Well, it's hard to get into. Oh, I've got it. I've got it.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. It's a little cup.
It's a little cup. What does it say on the cup?
It says on it, Bob Hotpots, Pub Quiz Champion 2020.
Bob is the champion, the pub quiz for 2020. So what that means is I'm resetting the scores to 0.
Oh,
Fantastic news. Good news.
To give everyone a bit of a chance to compete now. So Bob is crowned pub quiz champion for last year. So the stakes are high. Everyone's in with a chance. And
good
as
call,
tonight,
that's a good call. I'd just like to thank everybody involved. I've never put anything in that.
If anyone wants to know about last year's quiz, just type 6 guys, 1 cup into Google.
Right, so that's the award ceremony over and done with. What have you got for your drink and your nibbles?
So Ron isn't with us this week, but I'm tucking into a Ron Seal favourite, which I think are mini cheddars, lime and chili flavour.
Ooh, the lime and the chili. I don't think I've had those.
There's not much chili going on. It's mostly a mini cheddar, but there's no kick. It's all right, I suppose. And for my drink, this is the Christmas leftovers. This was a gift. I can't remember who from now, so I do apologise. But it looks like it's come from Kenny Body's place of work. It's a Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Galactic Pale Ale. And it comes with its own glass, look.
Oh, it's got a glass, just like your glasses. You've got a glass.
Yeah, so I'm going to get on that now. 4.8%. Not too
right.
bad, but
Yeah.
I'll leave you to carry on pouring while I speak to the next hot potter along. It's Kenny. Kenny, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'll do cockers. Kenny Body here, and I'm from Lancashire.
Of course he is.
Oh, pardon me, did a little bit of a burp there. Thanks for joining us tonight, Kenny. How are you doing? Because I know you've had a quite an eventful week. And what's your drink and what's your nibbles?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm a little tender around the tummy area from being snipped. Hernias. Yeah, I'm getting old. These things happen, don't they? I was in and out though. I'm all good. Beer-wise, rather than go big for the new year, I've just reverted back to form. I've gone with one of my favourites, classic Jack Hammer.
Yeah.
Nice.
And for my snack, I've gone for the Mr. Trotters. Nom 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 nom.
yeah.
I'd say that's salty and bitter. Purring is a fine choice. If I do say so myself.
I've seen in a previous Corn Snack Corner.
Corn snack
Previous
corner.
Corn Snack Corner, yes. A bit slow on the uptake. We've got to warm up. Right, I'll leave you to your lovely big can. As Bob was saying, there's no Ron this week for administrative purposes. So we've got a super sub on. His name is Billy. Billy, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello there, I'm Billy, and I'm from Lancashire / Liverpool.
Yeah.
Hey, lovely to see you on the quiz again, Billo. What have you got for your drink and your nibbles?
Well, nibble-wise, I've gone for a classic Roundtree's fruit gums.
Oh,
Nice.
Sweet. Yeah.
And for the drink, there's a new place has opened near mine. I don't know whether you've ever heard of it, called Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Kentucky
And
Fried.
I've gone for Pepsi Max Cherry, maximum taste, no sugar.
Well,
KFC by mine.
KFC by mine, yeah. She was
Is that also by the Paddy's by mine?
It's by Paddy's by mine, which is on the road by mine.
Oh, he's here again, the man with the paddies by mine.
That's by Kate Bush. By
mine.
right.
By mine.
Looking forward to your participation on the quiz tonight, Billo. Don't forget.
Good night, God bless. See you later.
We've got 10 questions, so that means 10 answers. Write all your answers down on your sheet. There's no need to put them in the box below because that will just confuse people. Right then, Hot Potters at home, are you ready?
think so.
Yeah.
No, I said
Yeah.
hot potters at home rather than you hot pots here.
Oh,
Are you
at our home.
ready?
I think everybody's ready. We're so excited. It's 2021. It's the Hot Pots Pub Quiz.
Let's get quizzing. Question number 1 is still music.
Pass.
And Ron and Russell Mayle are brothers who've had international chart success for over 5 decades. But what is the name of their group? So they're brothers. Their names are Ron and Russell. Their surname is Mayle. And they're in a duo and they've had hits for like 5 decades. They're still going strong. But what are they called?
They're in a duo.
They're in a duo.
Without giving anything away, I've got a best of album of these, and it's actually called Male Intuition, but it's spelt like male is, like their name. So
Mael.
yeah.
Okay. That was question number 1. Question number 2 is all about the
Hang
films.
on, I've not finished number 1 yet.
Well, you should.
You only have to just write a word.
A word, yes. That might be a bit of a clue. Question number 2 is the films. And based upon a poll by Variety magazine, what was the most streamed film of 2020? Was it A, My Spy, B, Borat's subsequent movie film, or C, Hamilton? So, based on nothing but a poll by Variety magazine of a variety of Americans, what was the most streamed film of 2020? A, My Spy, which is like a kids thing with Dave Bautista in. B, Borat's subsequent movie film, I'll try not to do the voice, or C, Hamilton. Question number 3 is egg, sausage, chips and beans, and this week it's eggs. And the 1969 film Cool Hand Luke featured a famous section where protagonist Luke eats 50 boiled eggs. But who played the character of Luke? Was it A, Robert Redford, B, Steve McQueen's, or C, Paul Newman's? So who played Luke in Cool Hand Luke? Was it A, Robert Redford, B, Steve McQueen, or C, Paul Newman?
Just like everybody to know at home, that this year's going as much as last year. I'm performing terribly.
Oh, I'm sure you're fine. As always, there'll be a few multiple choice questions, such as question.
Any questions about Rocket from the Crypt?
No.
What about questions about the Osric tentacles?
No. But I can tell you question number 4 is about bitter, lager, cider, ale and stout or gin. And Ryan Reynolds recently sold his stake in the gin company that he co-founded. But what was the name of that gin? Was it A, Aviator Gin, B, Excelsior Gin, or C, Extreme Gin? So Ryan Reynolds, he co-founded a gym, not gym, down the gym, not like Total Fitness, a gin company. Sold to a very big drinks multinational conglomerate last year. But what's the name of the gin? A, Aviator, B, Excelsior, or C, Extreme?
Kenny, hasn't he just put that gin money into a football club?
He has. Is it Wrexham?
Yeah.
In a
Wrexham,
rather bizarre state of affairs.
He's a funny, funny, isn't he?
He's a laugh. He's a laugh.
It's like apparently P. Diddy's just bought Prescott Cables.
Cables.
It'd be great to have the cash to be able to do stuff like that. I can only really I've got the cash to kind of invest in my drinks cabinet. That's about it, really.
You have, Bob. You could buy Prescott Cables now.
Cables.
I'm sure they'll probably tweet us say that we can sponsor a football.
Love the Cables. Love them.
Question number 5 is crisps, and we're all familiar with international brand Lay's. Yep. Just nod and say yes. Anyway, Lay's in China do a flavour of crisp that's milky tea flavour. Is that true or is that false? Lay's produce a potato crisp in China that's milky tea flavoured. Is that true or is that false?
If it is, then I'll be looking forward to doing them on a corn snack corner.
Oh, no.
No.
Sorry, sloughed them out there. Question number 6 is one we should all get because it's a question about the Lancashire Hotpots.
Who?
And our
I'm out.
Our fantastic 12th studio album, Save Christmas, had a little bit of a typo on the back, and rather featuring tracks from 1 to 13, 2 of the tracks had the same number on the back. What was that number? And what I'm going to say is, if you've got a copy of the album in the same room as you, because you bought it or were involved in the making of it, you're free to look. You've played your Joker. You bought the CD. You've played your Joker. If you want
this one here,
that one there.
I'm ever so glad.
Right, I'm going to get mine off the shelf over there.
Keep one near me.
They're all going.
mine was just there. It's a hand.
This thing.
That thing.
And what was the question again?
2 of the tracks have got the same number. What's that number? For those of you,
3.
Yeah, I knew anyway, but
it just goes to show you don't really love that many people, Bob, so that you kept all of your individual copies. Oh,
Yeah, well,
I've been able to see anybody.
Let's just saving them for next year. So the question was, which tracks?
what's the number?
The number.
How many songs are on the album?
No, don't. There's 2 tracks with the same number on the back. What's that number?
And obviously now we realise that you cleverly did that just so it would be...
Just so it was a question. Yeah, it's very much, it's all about the content. It is all about the content. Question number 6, ladies and gentlemen.
7.
Sorry.
Got 6 on the brain.
Mike. Oh, I don't know what you mean, Bob. I just like the numbering's wrong on Google Docs. Question number 7 is we love the North and we love Blackpool, of course.
Blackpool's a lovely place.
And I Took Her Up the Tower is a line from Country Courting from 2015, which is all about Blackpool Tower. But how tall is Blackpool Tower? Is it A, 138 metres, B, 148 metres, or C, 158 metres?
All of those are really quite high, aren't they?
It's a tall building.
I tell you what, that's not that long because I've done nearly that in me swimming.
Yeah, so that's a couple of goes down the pool. So is it A, Blackpool Tower, A, 138 metres, B, 148 metres, or C, 158 metres?
So what is it?
That's for me to know.
Worth a try.
And you to find out. Question number 8 is a brand new category. We'll see how long it lasts. It might only last this week. And it's Star Wars or Star Trek. I'm going to name a character from the worlds of science fiction. But I want to know, is this particular character from Star Wars or Star Trek? Commander Cody. Is Commander Cody from Star Wars or from Star Trek? You decide.
Are you choosing questions just because you know I have no idea? Is this what it is?
I'm just mixing it up. Just mixing it up tonight.
The thing is, what Dickie does is he does this, but he knows that whatever happens, Bernard and me, Billy, are too focused on the Hotpots lyrics. You know,
Your mind's concentrating on them 100%. There's not much room for anything else. Question number 9 is the televisions, and I want to know, what was the most watched TV show on Christmas Day? Was it A, The Queen's Speech, B, Cole the Midwife, or C, Black Narcissus? Were you watching the telly on Christmas Day?
No.
You might have been. But some people were. But who got the most views? A, the Queen's Speech, B, Cole the Midwife, or C, Black Narcissus?
What was that? What was it?
I don't know. Was it one of the Agatha Christie's?
Not a clue.
I don't know.
No. I don't know what it was, but I know it wasn't Agatha Christie.
And we've got all the way to number 10, which is our pot luck question. And this week I'm asking the following. Wacky DJ Kenny Everett was a Radio 1 presenter, off and on, from 1967 to 1973. But he never presented Top of the Pops. Was that true? Was that false? So, in summary, Kenny Everett, Cuddly Ken, wacky old Kenny Everett, he never presented Top of the Pops. Is that true? Or is that false? Those are your 10 questions for your first pub quiz of 2021. The boys are back in town. Your very good health, gentlemen, and hot potters at home.
All the best.
What are you rocking there, Dickie?
Cheers.
Looks like a
I'm still
Elvis juice.
still going through the Christmas stash.
I've still got stats left as well.
I've got a Happy Christmas, and I am on chocolate coins.
Oh, nice.
So again, Christmas still going through all the bits and pieces. Has any? I was going to say, have we got any other business? But the first item of business, really, that we need to discuss is that on Sunday, the 31st of January, Tim Burgess has asked us to host a Twitter listening party. All the big boys have had one. Paul McCartney's had one, Bob, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. Recently, not his last album,
Yeah.
3. Yeah.
Oasis, Blur. I think the Sex Pistols are coming up. Or maybe I've just been on. And now you want us to do one.
Biz.
Duran. Biz, yes.
Yeah, I'm a regular at listening parties. I'm super excited. This is like, when you're little and you're of a certain age, like us, being in a band, you just want to be on top of the pops, don't you? But obviously that's no longer a thing. So this is the next best thing, unless Soccer AM want to give us a shout.
Yeah, Soccer AM lost me with the word AM.
Yeah, true that. I'm really excited.
I would love to see Bob Riggles in the John Alarisa. I'm in a volley.
I don't know what that means.
Top bins.
Oh, top bins all the way. No. Right, put my glasses on for the answers.
I was just going to say, I can't help think, Kenny, that your involvement on the Twitter listening parties might have had something to do with.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, you never know.
What will be interesting is, because obviously Billy McCartney himself will get involved as Billy McCartney. And I'll try and remember some of the recording of this actual record to speak about. Because I remember about several pork pies that I had when we were doing Dad Dance. So,
that's the main thing.
Right.
I always make myself, I always get involved and message away. And,
yeah.
Yeah, it's all good stuff, so get involved.
Very good stuff. Yes, indeed. Sunday the 31st. I'm sure we'll remind people before then. But if you're on the Twitters, come and explore with us how to make.
Come and have a go if you think you're fun enough.
Indeed, right. It's answer time. Let's get back to question number 1, which was music, and I said Ron and Russell Mael, brothers, international chart success over many decades. But what's the name of their band, Bernard?
Not a clue. So I went for Snap.
Snap. Oh, I like it. Bob?
Yeah, I also didn't quite kind of know. When Billy said he had a book on them, I just went with something I know he likes. Just went with Wizard.
The Wizards, all the Zeds. Kenny.
I believe it's Sparks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Billy.
Yeah, it's actually Sparks. Sparks.
Yes, putting a spark into your quiz answers for 2021. It is Sparks. One of Ricardo's favourite bands as well. So
Much I'd like it to be Snap, but I don't think they were quite as successful over quite a sustained period.
Yes, they didn't have the staying power as the Mail Brothers. Moving on to question number 2, which was films. And I said a poll in Variety magazine revealed the most streamed film of 2020. Was it My Spy? Was it Borat's subsequent movie film, or was it Hamilton? Bernard, we know you're a film expert. What do you think the people of the Americas streamed the most last year?
Oh yeah, I'm bang into me films. Not a clue. The only one I've heard of was via the way of Bob Riggles. So I went for Lewis Hamilton.
He went for the Hamiltons. Bob?
Yeah, Hamilton. Is it a film? Is it more of a musical?
It's classed as a film because they filmed the performance, and so that is in itself a film.
Yeah, so I also put the hugely popular Hamilton.
He's gone with the H as well. Kenny?
Yeah, I thought Borat might be, quite popular. And the kids' ones are always popular, especially around this time of year with the family kind of sticking the kids in front of them and keeping them quiet. But I took a punt on Hamilton.
Okay, and Billy?
I thought Hamilton. Bob was the person who made me aware of Hamilton, and also Borat only came out late last year. Hamilton's been out there for a long time, hasn't it? So that was my reasoning as well.
It's good. It's good to see that you all chose Hamilton, and you've all chosen correctly.
Ooh.
Hamilton, it is.
This is looking good for me.
On the
Is it still on the stage? Can you still go and see?
Yeah.
Well, you can't see it.
Can't see it.
Yeah.
I saw it in the West End 2 years ago. It's it's an onslaught of the senses. It's very good.
Yes, it's on the Disney Plus if you want to look there.
Imagine how good it would have looked, Bob, if you'd have had your glasses.
Oh yeah, I needed them back then as well.
Yeah.
I'm not so bad with distance though. It's just close up things.
Yeah. Make sure everything stays close up.
Yeah.
Right. Where are you?
Question 3 was egg, sausage, chips and beans, and we were talking eggs, and I said the 1969 film Cool Hand Luke had a famous scene in it where Luke ate 50 eggs, but who played Luke? Was it A, Robert Redford, B, Steve McQueen, or C, Paul Newman? Bernard.
Yet another film question, which is pointless for me. I'm never going to be a champion of this quiz when your questions are constantly about music I don't know about and films. So I just went with the man who I know's face is on some sauce. Newman's.
You've gone with the very, very sauce. It's an odd way of choosing him. You've gone Paul Newman. Bob.
I think it's Steve McQueen.
Okay, Kenny.
I've gone Newman's as well.
You've gone the Newmans, and Billy.
I've gone Newman. I originally wrote a version of Newman, crossed it out and wrote Newman as it should be spelt. So I hope it's right.
Gary will be proud of his brother because it was C, Paul Newman.
Yes, where's my pen gone?
And just before anybody gets any ideas about eating 50 eggs, I have to report that a man in India in 2014 died after eating 42 eggs. So, Bernard, you've all, it's your aversion to the egg is coming to the fore here now.
Yeah, they're bad for you. They really are. They'll make you feel bad. Cool Hand Luke, is that like a good film? Is it one I should watch?
It's quite an iconic film, and it's during Newman's sort of purple patch, as it were.
I'll give it a miss.
Okay.
Type Newman's purple patch into Google and see.
See what comes up.
This as a matter of interest, it's worth watching for one thing. Paul Newman eats 50 eggs.
Question number 4 was bitter lager cider ale stout / gin. And Ryan Reynolds has sold his gin company. What's his gin called, though? Is it A, Aviator Gin, B, Excelsior Gin, or C, Extreme Gin? Bernard, you've probably been around people drinking gin.
I don't know. I just think I've heard this on news or something. I went Aviator.
Aviator, like the glasses. Bob?
I didn't know. Just complete guess. Extreme Gin.
Extreme Gin. Kenny?
Aviation.
Okay, and lastly, Billy?
I said Aviator because that's the only one I've heard of.
And the correct answer is A, Aviator.
Oh my
Gin.
God. I'm doing good on here. Bank.
And believe it or not, Aviation is now America's second largest super premium gin, and it was sold as part of a £460 million deal. We're in the wrong game. Lads. We're in the wrong game.
Yeah.
What we should be in is the crisp game, which leads us on to question number 5. And I said international crisp brand Lay's. In China, they've got a flavour of crisp, which is milky tea. Is that going to be true or is that going to be false? Bernard, what do you reckon?
I think you've been a tricky dicky. And I think that Lay's in the foreign land would have produced a tea flavoured crisp, but not milky tea. So I've gone false, open brackets, other tea, close brackets.
Right, okay. You're going firm with the false, Bob.
Now that Bernard says that does actually make sense, but I did put false in it also.
Okay, Kenny?
No, I thought it was quite specific with the milky tea, and at first I thought false, but when you said China, I thought, yeah, like China and Japan, they do often have quite wacky flavours of stuff, so I took a punt on true.
He took a punt on true. He took a chance. Billy?
Take a chance.
Well, I don't know whether, I've put true, but I don't know whether that's because I've realised every time I show you my answer, I show you all of my answers. But the thing is, I think it's because I want it to be true. So,
Well, hold on to your hats, gents, because it's absolutely true.
Oh, my God.
And try as I might, I've tried to get a packet of these. They do 2 types of beverage flavoured crisps, and maybe Kenny's going to be thanking me for this, but I can't get hold of any of them
Thank
anyway.
God for that.
I tried to use some sort of...
do you know, while I'm doing so well here, can we do a Donald Trump and stop the count now?
Billy, I'm afraid there's plenty more questions to come, because question 6 is the Lancashire Hotpots. But I think we're all going to do very well on this. And I said our Christmas album had 2 songs that had the same number on the back. What? and Bernard, once he speaks, the camera will revert to him. Speak, Bernard.
Yes, I fortunately had one to hand, and we've got on the back, we've got track 6 twice.
Bob?
Yeah, 6.
Kenny?
Yeah, I suppose it's our 6th track, because the first track 6 is Stupendous and Joey Spladoosh, so I suppose our track 6 is our 6th track. But...
yeah, it's a shared equivalence. And Billy?
It's actually the number of Tangy Toms I have in one sitting per bag. It's 6.
And everyone's correct. It is the number 6, shared with custody this Christmas with Stupendous. Has anyone checked in on Stu?
Not heard from him since New Year's Eve.
Oh, damn.
No, I know from him. Yeah.
And took into my Christmas buffet, which, as we know, was featured twice on Co-op Radio. Never mind about Santa Claus's COVID secure going viral on the internet, being played courtesy of our new mate Hattie on Co-op Radio. That's the main thing.
It is indeed. Yeah, massive.
Okay, question number 7 is Wheel of the North, and one of the finest features of the North is Blackpool Tower. But how tall is it? Is it A, 138 metres, B, 148 metres, or C, 158 metres? Bernard, get your measuring tape out. Let me know.
Yeah, no idea. And it's all quite 10 metres. It's quite close, isn't it, when you start getting to big? So I just went big. I went 150.
150. All right, so that's C.
C 150. 150.
The uninitiated Bob.
Didn't have a clue on the exact number. I went straight down the middle, 148.
Straight down the middle, 148. Kenny.
Yeah, I'm with Bernard. Go big or go home. 158.
Okay, and Billy.
Well, I remember climbing this to deliver some milk tray, and I've gone down the middle. I've said 148, but it did seem a lot higher when I was up there. So,
Okay, so some people going down the middle, some people going higher. It's actually 158 metres. That's C.
Oh.
It's massive.
Yeah, it is big. It is big.
Open to the public in 1894, ladies and gentlemen.
I once went on a holiday with my grandma to Blackpool, and we went to Jungle Gym, and I remember that being quite high inside the Blackpool Tower. Has anybody else been to Jungle Gym?
Did it used to be called Professor Peabody's? That was the one that was in Winter Gardens, wasn't it?
No, that's Winter Gardens, not the Blackpool Tower.
I'm thinking something else then.
Bob stories, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway,
question 8, Star Wars or Star Trek? To what universe does Commander Cody belong? Is he Wars or is he Trek? Bernard, you know nothing about science fiction?
no, absolutely nothing about either of those things. I know some of you have been getting excited about a mandolin or something on the Disney Channel. Not a clue. The only thing I know about Star Trek is that somebody who was in Star Trek does a good version of Rocket Man. Is that right?
That would be Bill Shatner.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. Commander something sounds a bit Star Warsy, but I just went Star Trek instead.
He's plump for the Trek. Bob.
Yeah, what was it? Commander Cody.
Commander Cody.
Yeah, I think he's. I've just toggled off.
Oh.
I think he's one of the clones, isn't he? Star Wars.
He's going Star Wars. Kenny.
Yeah, I've just finished rewatching the whole 7 series of the Clone Wars and can confirm that Commander Cody is a clone, not just any clone. He's the one who works very closely with Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars.
And Billy.
Well, on Kenny's sort of bit of information there, I have put Star Trek, but I'm wondering if he was cloned that much that he actually ended up in Star Trek as well.
Well, Kenny is our sci-fi superior, and he's right in saying that it is Star Wars, and he's the clone marshal commander who fought alongside Obi-Wan Kenobi as leader of the 212th Attack Battalion.
I know it makes for good, footage and stuff with everybody else being rubbish, but why are all the questions just specific to Kenny and Bob?
Maybe we're just...
I'm starting to suspect that those two have got that weird cheating thing of actually knowing stuff.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Free your mind and the rest will follow, Bernard.
I just... Forget it. Listen, I came into this 2021 now, new quiz. I came in thinking, this is my year. And then the questions come and it's, here we go.
That one, I've took a punt on most of these, but
here we go.
That one, yeah. I'm probably, that one, I have to admit, is one for me.
I think Bernard has totally gone against the stereotype of people in glasses seeming intelligent, and he's looked even worse with them on this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thick ass. Crack on. Question 9.
Still 2 questions to play for. TV, and I wanted to know what was the most watched TV show on Christmas Day? A, The Queen's Speech, B, Called the Midwife, or C, Black Narcissus? Bernard.
No idea what Black Narcissus is. Liz, everybody loves her, but nobody watches her, so I went for Midwife.
He's gone for the midwifery. Bob.
Yeah, I know. Call the Midwife is hugely popular, so I would call the Midwife.
Okay, Kenny.
So is this like what was watched live, or is it including on demand?
I
Do you not know?
No, I think this is including the catch-up as well.
Ah, right. So I probably got this wrong. And I went with the Queen's Speech because I thought the others might be watched on demand at a later date. Whereas if you're going to watch the Queen, you're going to watch her live, aren't you? But never mind.
I suppose so. And Billy.
Well, obviously the Queen might be big on TikTok, but I've gone for Call the Midwife. I thought it was, it seems more popular these days. Even the Queen was watching it, apparently.
Some of you are going to have a midwife crisis because it was B, Call the Midwife. Queen's Speech got 7.2 million. Black Narcissus, 7 million. But Call the Midwife got 8 million.
And we still don't know what Black
Narcissus is. I might put it in here. I probably won't. And the last question, potluck. It's a 50-51. And I said Kenny Everett. He was a Radio 1 presenter back in the day, from on and off, from 67 to 73, but he never presented Top of the Pops. What do you reckon, Bernard? Is that true or is that false?
Yeah, he was a bit too far out to do Top of the Pops. So it's true. He never presented Top of the Pops.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, on all the reruns, TOTP2s, and they're still running those. I've never seen his face on a Top of the Pops. I put true as well.
Okay, Kenny.
I don't know. I seem to remember him being on at some point. Maybe I'm just imagining it, so I've gone for false.
Okay, and lastly, Billy.
Yeah, for some strange reason, I seem to remember seeing him doing it, but maybe that was just the thing he was doing with Hot Gossip, so I put false as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, when I said that he never presented Top of the Pops, that was false.
Yes!
He did present it a handful of times when he was on.
Yes.
Bob. The reason why he's never on the clip shows is that a lot of his episodes never survived, and the tapes were either lost or wiped.
Oh dear.
The way that the BBC did back then.
Yes.
Those are your 10 questions for the first Lancashire Hotpots pub quiz of 2021. How did you do? What I need you to do now is I need you at home to tot up your answers and for you to put your score in the box below, and we'll see whether you got more or less than the Hot Potters who are assembled tonight. So all that remains for me to do now is to do a bit of a list, and we'll go through the Hot Pots one by one and see what score that they got. And I think this could be quite tight this week. Bernard, we'll come to you first. What's your score for this week's quiz?
Yeah, it started really badly and I thought it wasn't going to go very well. But do you know what? I'm dead proud of myself. I'm coming into New Year with quite not a winning score, but a strong score. Ladles and jelly spoons, I got 6.
6. You know what? I was going to say 6.
That's good, that.
A round of applause from the Hot Pots there.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's good, that.
Yep. Bob?
Didn't start 2021 very well. But I've got my cup for 2020, but my opening gambit for 2021's cup isn't going too well. 4 on 10.
Oh my God.
That's bad.
The favourite is already out of this week. We've got to turn to Kenny now. Kenny, what did you get for this week?
Yeah, it seemed like my luck was in a little bit this week. I got a 9.
No way!
The perfect score still eludes me. One day I might get a 10, but yeah, I was one off this week.
Listen, It's not over to the fat lady sings. Let's go.
Nine on 10 is very good.
It is very good, but I'm still trying to create a bit of potential tension. Billy, what was your score this week?
Well, I actually got the best score I've ever done in a Hot Pots quiz. I got 8 out of 10.
Oh,
Fantastic.
any other week that would win, but with 9 on 10, Kenny is the winner of the first quiz for 2021 on the Hot Pots Pub Quiz.
And takes the lead.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yeah.
excitingly taken the lead. That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's the winner.
I'm super happy that I've got 2 better than reigning champion riddles. That I thought it was doing badly, so I'm pleased with that.
This lot will be snapping at your heels, Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
But anyway, thanks for joining us on the first pub quiz of 2020. It's great to see everybody back and everybody quizzing and everyone having their fun in the comments below on whatever platform you're watching us on. What I want you to do now is to stay safe until we get to see you next Monday. Until then, stay safe and we'll see you soon. Ta-da!
See you soon. Ta-da.